Hello and welcome to another studio vlog. I hope that you are doing really well, and if you're new here, I'm Shannon and I'm a pet portrait and wildlife artist, and I specialise in coloured pencils, so if you're interested in anything to do with that then make sure to stick around. So this week my mum and dad are in Cornwall, so I'm staying here at my parents' house to look after the cats and make sure they're all fed and stuff. And so I'm just on my own all week, and I thought it'd be just a good opportunity to get things done, get caught up on stuff, because I have a lot of work to catch up on. I've got my new loungewear set on that I bought from Primark yesterday. Oh wow, it's sunny. So I'm all comfy and cosy, and I'm actually going to put a Netflix documentary on. Usually I just listen to music or a podcast because I find if I watch TV or a film or something I get quite distracted and I end up looking at the screen more than like the drawing that I'm doing. So I'm going to watch Sins of Our Mother. I love true crime documentaries. I find it really fascinating. I've always said if I wasn't doing this as a career I would be interested in getting into something like that, like criminology, like anything to do with like true crime and whatnot. So yes, I'm gonna do that today. I've got a portrait that I'm working on, still working on Coco that I drew in my Draw With Me, so I'm getting on with that now. I was working on a horse portrait that took me a long time, so that's why I'm a little bit behind. It was for a birthday, so I had a deadline for it. Jerry. You can see the progress on my Instagram if you don't follow me on there already. So yeah, that took me quite a while because I find that like animals with really short hair take me longer than animals with longer hair, because the strokes that you're doing are like so much smaller and like more controlled. It just takes me a long time. So yeah, that took me a good part of like a month or two to just get on with. So now I'm all caught up hopefully, and I'm just going to get on with some commissions this morning, and then I'm going to start my new Patreon tutorial this afternoon. I'll actually show you some of the tutorials from last month as well, because I'm not caught up with you for a long time, so I feel like I have a lot to share. I just thought that this is probably going to be the last ever vlog that I film here, because I'll be fully moving in after this. So that's really sad, end of an era, but I'm really excited for the change. I think it'll be good. So yeah, no more nice mint green walls. Sad times. Yeah, I'm just working on Coco at the minute. Doing those little fluffy ears. And I'm going to put this documentary on. I feel like there's so much good TV on at this time of year when it's like coming up to Halloween. There's a new show by the people that made The Haunting of Hill House, and I really enjoyed that. I might actually rewatch that at some point. It's called Midnight Mass, the new one.
What to tell you right now, like I'll deal with it. And she's like, I love you, bye.
Religious groups' beliefs lead to the disappearances of JJ Valley.
I feel like whenever I've been drawing lately, I keep getting really squinty. Like I'll get really close to my drawing and I like squint like this, and I don't know why. It makes my eyes feel really like disorientated. I don't know why I do it. I've been trying not to do it, and I've been not wearing my glasses so that my eyes are already a little bit blurry, so that I try not to squint as much. I don't know why it helps. Or I don't know if it's like I just get so like lost in it that my eyes start to go blurry. I don't know. But I did a little autumn nail design. I never like my nails when I put a colour on them. I don't know why. I always just like them when they're plain. I think this is one of the ducklings from like summer. It comes back, it knows that it gets fed, so it must be. Come on then. So the reason that I'm staying here this week is because this little monkey will go out the cat flap, but he won't come back in. So he ends up getting stuck outside, and there's got to be somebody here to let him in. By the way, we've got Christmas bedding on because I've taken all my bedding with me, and this is the only spare bedding that we have at the moment. So yeah, I'm not going mad. I know it's not Christmas yet. Okay, I'm pretty happy with the progress that I've made on Coco today. So I think I'm going to call it a day on this drawing for now. It's 1 o'clock and I really want to start on the new Patreon tutorial because I need to get cracking with that. But yeah, I'll show you what we did last month. Okay, so this is the fundamentals tutorial that we did for August, and it's a tree branch with lots of moss and lichen. I kept calling it lichen at first, but it's not lichen, it's lichen. And lots of texture, so I'm really happy with how this turned out, and this is Saunders Waterford paper rather than Fabriano, which I've decided I like a lot better. It's not perfect, but it's definitely an improvement on like the texture of it. It's really soft, really velvety, and it just picks up the pencil so well. So yeah, I like that. I really liked how that came out, and the original reference picture had a little robin perched on it, so if you wanted to have a go at that yourself, you can do, but I obviously haven't done that. And then this is the massive heron that I did. I think it was 16 by 20. I can't actually remember, but yeah, that's my hand in comparison to the drawing, so quite big. But you can do it A4 if you want. I have provided an A4 sized line drawing. So yeah, I'm really happy with this one too. I'll give you a little close up. So loads of detail in there, loads of feathers. A bit of water at the bottom. So I'm really happy with that one too. That was the advanced tutorial. So yeah, if you are on the advanced tier, you get access to both the fundamentals, so the tree branch and this one. And obviously all the other tutorials that I've ever done. There's quite a few now. So yeah, I've just finished that documentary. That was like absolute madness. Just what drives people to do really bad things. It just baffles me. So yeah, they're definitely worth a watch if you're interested in like true crime and stuff like that. But yeah, really sad. I'm going to get on with the next tutorial now. This is the next tutorial and I've just stupidly dented the paper. I dropped my phone on it. That's one downside to the Saunders Waterford hot press watercolour paper. It dents really easily because it's soft, so yeah, how annoying. But no time to lose. I'm just going to have to get on with it and hopefully see if I can get that out later. But yeah, it's a turtle, little sea turtle, so I'm excited for this. It's A4, well 8 by 11, which is essentially A4. The only reason I do it 8 by 11 is because I have mounts made to that size for my portraits. So if I ever want to mount it, I can just use the exact same size. So yeah, I am obsessed with this drawing so far. I think it looks so cute. And I love the reflection from the sea on the chin. I think that colour is going to look so good. Oh, I love it. It's quite fiddly because it is a small drawing, but do you know what? I think it's just as important to learn how to draw small as it is to learn to draw big. So it's a good little challenge if you want to have a go at it. It's on the advanced tier on Patreon. Right, it's 4:45 and I think I'm going to call it a day for today. I don't usually finish this early, so I'm going to go for a nice walk on the canal with Scott and then have a nice chill this evening. And then, it's Bake Off tomorrow. I love Bake Off, so I'm excited for tomorrow. Gonna get back on it and get some editing and loads of fun stuff done, and yeah, I'll catch you up tomorrow. Charlie could quite easily come through the cat flap, but he chooses not to, so instead he sits and waits for me to let him in. Come on. Hello, it's Tuesday today and last night didn't go exactly to plan. We wanted to go for a walk, but on the way out we ended up seeing this goose that was like having a fit. It was like having a seizure. Its head was twitching all over the place and there was foam, white foam coming out of its eyes. There's a lot of geese around here because there's like a big pond. Apparently there's been quite a few geese dying, which is concerning, and so we ended up putting it in a box and taking it to an emergency vet. But we managed to find one about 45 minutes away and took it there, and they said they'd do the best if they can help it, and if not, they'd put it out of its misery because it was clearly like suffering really badly. We didn't end up going for a walk, but I'm glad hopefully we've managed to help that goose whichever way it went, I don't know. But yeah, that was really horrible to see. I don't like seeing stuff like that, and if I do, I can't just leave it. Like, I wanted to help it either way. So yeah, so today I've not had the most productive of mornings. I edited my turtle video quite early. I edited that at like 7:30, and then realised that I needed to go to the shops for some like essentials that I'd run out of. So I ended up going to the shops, and now I think I'm gonna do some of my beginner's guide to coloured pencils video because I've been doing it for a while now. I need to get on with it, and I don't have like loads of time to sit down and just work on a commission today now because I need to do my social media work this afternoon. I need to do the next bit of the turtle video, and I need to get on with my Christmas card designs because I've actually booked some Christmas craft fairs in. So I need Christmas cards to take with me, and at the minute I've only got one design. So I did start one, it's a polar bear one. So I need to get on with that. That was like the plan this week, to get those designs done, but we'll see how far I get with that. So I'm gonna get on with this editing this video now. So I've just filmed another part of the turtle tutorial. I like it so far. I think this leg could do with more work, especially just like blending, but I can't tell how dark it needs to be until I've done this one. So I think once I've done that, I can then add a bit more to this. When I'm drawing, it's never a case of like, right, that bit done, that bit done, that bit done. I always come back to it and tweak it as I go, so yeah. So that is the second part done, and I'm gonna get on with my social media work for Harrison Cropper, and I'll catch you up tomorrow. So we just had a call from the vets. They said that they had to put the goose down, but they couldn't figure out what was wrong with it, which is weird. I wonder what it was. Like, they said it was very distressed, but they couldn't do anything for it. They didn't know what was up with it. So I wonder whether it has like been poisoned by something. I don't know, but hello, today is Wednesday, and this morning I've edited the second part of the turtle tutorial, so that is uploading now for Patreon, and I'm going to get on with some commissions today, I think, seeing as I didn't do too well on the commission front yesterday. So I'm going to carry on with Coco's portrait, and I might try and get a bit more of my beginner's guide to coloured pencils video done after if I get a chance. But yeah, I'm going to have a bit more of a drawing day today. I've not really had any Etsy orders for a few days, which is unusual. It must just be a bit of like a quiet bit on Etsy, which is fine. It is what it is. Sometimes it goes quiet. Sometimes it's really busy for like no reason. But I've not uploaded any new products for a while, so I've just added my new Barn Owl bookmark. And when I get a chance, I need to photograph the cow card and the Harvest Mouse card and put them on Etsy because I've not done that yet. So I might try and get that done this week if possible. So I was just a bit faffy setting it up, but I just need to get on with it, don't I? So I'll show you the Barn Owl listing anyway. There we go, so that is the new listing. I hate when you film a screen with your camera because it gets these horrible lines on it, but yeah, that's the new listing and I'm happy with it. I might post a picture of it on my Instagram and Facebook tonight. But yeah, I've heard that adding more products to your Etsy does like good things for your SEO and whatnot. Don't know how true that is, but might as well try it. I've got new products to add, so might give it a little boost. And like I always say, there's no point having stuff sat there and it not being available to purchase. So yeah, gonna get on with some commissions now anyway. I just found this little robin on the floor in the living room. My cat's brought it in. I don't know if it's injured. I think it's just in a bit of shock. I might go and put him in a little box that we've got made up for when the cats bring stuff in. Oh, it's beautiful. Look. So this is the little wildlife box that we have for if the cats ever bring anything in. Usually put some like water and food and stuff in those little bottle caps, and then they can just hide in them tubes if they want to, and it's got holes in the lid so they can breathe. So I just Gonna pop him in there. Oh gosh, oh, you don't want to go in, do you? Come on. Oh, you really don't want to go in. Okay, I need 2 hands. There we go, I've got him a little drink and he can just have a little chill in there for a bit and hopefully he'll come to. I've just put a towel over it so that he can get some rest in the dark. So fingers crossed, makes a good recovery. Okay, it's definitely ready to get out now. I just tried to open it and it's tried flying off. So I'm gonna go and release it outside. Okay, I'm gonna release it in these trees. So hopefully it has somewhere to land. Oh, I just flew off. Right, so I've just been working on Coco's portrait. That's the picture there. And I've added his little tongue in because the client asked if I could put his little tongue to make it more like his little characteristics and personality. So I think I'm going to call this a day for now. It's 1 o'clock. I'm going to work on my video a little bit, my coloured pencil guide, because I could really do with having that finished because it's taking up a lot of room on my laptop, so I need to get that done. But yeah, I'm really happy with how that's looking. I've got his little mark that's on his nose too. Oh, I just thought I'd show you this too. I was working on this last night after I finished filming. Just a Christmas card design that I'm doing. It's a polar bear and a little baby one. I feel like I've messed the colours up on the head, but I don't know. I think once it's all done it'll be fine. It's a bit more like cold colours on the top and then a lot warmer as you come down, so I don't know. I mean, I think it's fine. I can always like play around with the colours on my editing software if need be. Oh! Hi! He likes to make himself known. I'm gonna miss you, Charlie. He's just woken up, so I think he's being quite like needy. Right, I'm just getting ready to go out for a walk in a minute. I've been working on that beginner's guide video and it's taken me a while because I'm trying to make it like equally informative and aesthetically pleasing. So I want it to be like helpful but also like interesting enough to keep watching it. And yeah, I'd rather it take me a long time and it actually be good and helpful to people than rush it and not be happy with it. So I'll show you how far I've got with it. So I'm now at 9 minutes, which is good. Getting there now. I'm not even halfway through though, based on the script that I've written. So it's going to take me a while longer yet, I think. Oh look, the others must have caught wind that they still get fed here and they've come back. This has to be the same ducks because how would they know that they can get fed? Oh. Hello, so it's Thursday today and I think I'm gonna spend about an hour or so just doing a bit more on my polar bear drawing. I'd like to see if I can get this polar bear nearly finished. So yeah, I'm just gonna do a little bit of work on it, see how far I get, and then I think I'm gonna start on commissions. I can't believe it's Thursday already. I feel like the week just flies by so fast and I never get half the things done that I want to do, but that's just the way it always is. I think I've stopped putting as much on my to-do list so that I feel like I've done everything that I need to do, rather than like giving myself the most ridiculously big to-do list ever and never feeling like I've done enough. So yeah, that's what I've been doing recently and I do feel better for it. Sometimes I still feel like, oh, I wish I could have got this and this and this done, but it is what it is. So I'm going to work on this little polar bear now and I'll show you how it's looking. I've been listening to the Mr. Ballin podcast, if anyone's looking for a new podcast to listen to. It just tells really interesting stories, like really weird things that have happened to people. It's just a really good storyteller, so a lot of like sort of true crime stories, some just like weird ones. Yeah, I just find it fascinating, so definitely recommend that. been quite a challenge drawing this polar bear because of like the colours in it, but I feel like I've got the colour palette right now. Using ivory as a base. Okay, I've done about an hour or so on that and I think it's looking good. I wish I could do the head again, but it is what it is. I'm really happy with that so far and hopefully I'll get that done quite soon. Right, I think I'm not far off finished with Coco's portrait now. Sometimes I'll like stand up, step away and I'll have a look at it from a distance next to the picture, the reference photo. Because sometimes when you're like up close, you sort of miss things and like certain areas aren't quite dark enough, so having a good look at it from a distance. And the main thing is, if you're displaying it in your home, you are going to be looking at it from a distance, so it needs to look good from far away. And that's when you can really see how dark you need to go with the values and stuff. I'm probably going to have a little step away from it now and I might pack some Etsy orders. I know that I think it was yesterday I was like, oh, I've not had any Etsy orders in a while. Well, I've had a couple come through now, so I'll pack them, have a little break from this and come back to it later on. Cannot wait to get a proper camera so that I don't have to balance my phone on like plant pots and stuff anymore. But yeah, I've got 2 Etsy orders, both of which are Tabby Cat cards, so I'll just quickly pack them now. I feel like I've not done packing an order on here for a while. Running out of envelopes, I need to order some of them. They've gone down really quick. There we go. I'm gonna take these to the post box in a little bit. I think I might work on my video a little bit more, my beginner's guide to colour pencil video, and then I'm gonna have some lunch, so yeah, catch up in a little bit. We're getting braver. What have I actually started here? That one over there. I think it looks a bit like a mandarin duck. Aww. Does anyone else's cat go mad for avocado? Because he's obsessed. And I've googled it and it's not very good for him, so I don't give him any, but he's every time like I go to like cut an avocado he's desperately trying to get it. Right, it's 4 o'clock and I desperately need to get out the house, I think. I would like to get another part of the turtle tutorial filmed, but I'm going to do it when I get back. I'm going to go to Hobbycraft and a few other shops. I want to get some more coloured pencils and I want to see what the autumn decor is looking like for the new house. So autumn is like one of my favourite seasons, so I'm gonna go all out and get some like nice flowers and stuff if they have anything good. So yes, I'm gonna have a little trip out and I'll film something if there's anything interesting to film, and if not, I'll just catch you tomorrow. How weird is this? The hedge outside, I just saw it from my window. Spider webs have gone like dewy. That's so weird. I've never noticed it like this before. Spooky. It's Halloween season. We don't need to decorate for Halloween, the spiders have done it for us. Hello, today's Friday and I've got my comfy loungewear sat on again. I did put it in the wash so it's nice and clean. The shopping trip was a little bit of a fail last night. They didn't have many polychromos, they only had like a few colours available, so I didn't get any of those. And they didn't really have much like autumn decor anywhere, so yeah, I've treated myself to McDonald's. I was like, this has been a bit of a fail. And then by the time I got home, I was just too tired. I didn't want to do the video, so I'm gonna have a filming morning today instead, and hopefully film like 1 or 2 parts of the turtle tutorial. So I'm gonna get on with that now. I have to admit, I don't feel 100% today. I feel like I'm getting a sore throat again. I always do it this time of year though. Does anyone else like feel a bit unwell when it starts to turn to autumn? I feel like I can't get my words out. Just making sure it's in focus. Right, I think I'm gonna work on the other leg. I always get really like nervous when I start a tutorial. Okay, so I think the first thing I'm gonna do, I need to map in where all these little shapes and stuff are on the leg. So I'm just going to dab away the lines a little bit. I'll just do these bits first. And I'm going to use the Caput Mortuum, and I'm just going to start mapping in where these shapes are so that I don't lose them. So just try your best to get them the same sort of shape. Just take your time. And then when we apply the base colour on top, we'll still be able to see where all these little shapes are. They're a little bit faded here where the light is sort of hitting it, so you can't see the shapes as clearly. Just add this one in. There we go, that is part 3 finished of the turtle. I only managed to get half the leg done, but that's fine. I'm going to film another part now. I would do it all just like in one long part, but I can't export a video that long. It just only exports part of it, so I'm better off doing it 2 separate parts. So yeah, that is how it's all looking. I'm really happy with it. The leg is like the most time consuming bit because of all the pattern and stuff, so I can't say I'm surprised that I've had to split it up. But hopefully like this shell won't be too bad because it's pretty much like big sections, so we'll see. But yeah, gonna film part 4. I have finished the next part. That took me not too long really. I'm happy with how that turtle is looking. I can't figure out exactly what to do with this line, but I think for now, I think it looks alright. I might just tidy it up a little bit with my eraser. But yeah, I'm really happy with how the turtle's looking. This cannot be comfortable, Charlie. Like, how have you even squeezed yourself in there? Just thought I didn't show you Coco's portrait like front on more clearly. So I don't think I've 100% finished yet. I just want to like add any extra bits, any last minute bits. So I'm going to come back to it on Monday, I think, because I'm going to get on with some editing today. I'm not in like a proper like drawing mood, so I feel like I need to look at it when I am in like a proper drawing sort of mindset. I don't know, you know what I mean. So I'm gonna come back to that on Monday. Then in the meantime, I'm gonna edit this turtle video. It's just imported, so it's ready to do now. And I'm probably just gonna spend the majority of the afternoon on my laptop now. So yeah, nothing majorly exciting. I might get a bit more of my coloured pencil video done if I get a chance. So yeah. Just doing some editing in bed, my favourite place to edit. And I just thought I would mention I'm trying to make my Patreon and just general tutorials a little bit more accessible to non-English speakers, like international students, because I'm very aware that obviously all of my tutorials are in English and ideally they need to have subtitles and stuff like that, so that people who can't speak English can still follow them. And I have had quite a few students from like France and other countries messaging me asking if my tutorials are suitable and if they'd be able to follow them. And unfortunately, there isn't like a really straightforward way of putting subtitles on a video. A lot of the time they do automatically like generate them, but not always. And for the ones that don't, it's a little bit hard work. Say like 5 in every 50 videos might not automatically generate, and I don't know why that is. So the only way for me to generate it is to type it all out myself, and at the minute I don't have time to do each individual video just yet. It'd be good if I could pay someone to do it, but then it gets a bit like expensive to do it. But I would like to have it like fully subtitled for, oh, there's a little squirrel outside, for international students, because I don't want anyone to feel like they can't join in on the tutorials. Let me just show you the squirrel. It's just burying a nut. So yeah, the first thing I'm doing to try and make the tutorials a little bit more easy to follow is I'm putting all of the numbers of the pencils next to them in the coloured pencil list, so you can at least like match up the colour right. I'd love to be able to put like text on the screen every time I change pencil and say like what colour it is, but for some reason iMovie only allows me to put like one picture in at a time. So if I've got the reference picture up on the screen, if I put text in, that disappears, and then, does that make sense? That disappears and then it shows the other picture, and then the reference photo will appear again. So I think ideally I need to get like Final Cut Pro or something like that for editing videos at some point. It's all stuff that I am like trying to figure out, because I do want it to be like accessible for everybody. So just bear with me on that. I am working on that, and that is something that I'm very aware of and would like to sort out soon, hopefully. That was such an unflattering angle. I don't know why I was like sat like that on that video, but yeah, I'm gonna get on with this editing now. I really want to get this video up. The squirrel is like working hard. Hello. It's now Monday and I'm just here to end the vlog because I didn't do it on Friday. I ended up feeling a bit like under the weather and I've got tonsillitis again, as it turns out, so I just spent most of the weekend in bed, which isn't like me at all. But yes, I'm here now to end the video, so I hope you've enjoyed it. Make sure to give it a like if you did, because it helps me out a lot, and subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this, and I shall hopefully see you in the next one. So bye for now.